continue. And we will continue the game. Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving of persons in power, like police officers. Well, we did say some weird things, and look where it got us. Right back where we started. Okay. Let's begin the gaming. For those that were not around last time, the VOD is up on Twitch. It will be up first thing tomorrow on YouTube. But the quick and dirty version is we met a character called Ruby. We've been on the hunt for a little while. It was kind of our #1 suspect. We found Ruby. Turns out, not everything is what we thought it was. Which is not surprising. We didn't necessarily have all the details. But, yeah, we had kind of a big lore drop on us. We learned a little bit. And yeah, we made some decisions. We also died a lot on that interaction. We had, I think, 2, perhaps 3 heart attacks in the middle of that conversation. But we eventually persevered. I changed clothes no less than 100 times, certainly on that stream. Once we got through that conversation, that interaction, we actually did run into another very dire circumstance. One of which that we were fairly ill-equipped to take. However, we did survive. And not only did we survive, Kim also survived. So we found our way back to the Whirling. A number of the, and again, we are going to dive into spoilers here. A number of the Hardy Boys are now deceased, dead, no longer on the mortal plane as we know it. Claudia appears to be our actual suspect #1 here, which is quite interesting. She has skipped town along with Ruby. I believe all of the mercs are dead as well, with the exception of the main guy whose name escapes me, but it starts with a K. However, the idea and the understanding that we have from Kim catching us up is that he will no longer be a problem or a threat to the investigation. That said, we really don't have a lot to go off of anymore. So I think the prompt is just to go back up to Claudia's bedroom and just have a look and see if we can think about something that's going to happen. So that's kind of where we are. The other interesting question and statement that came up is that Ruby mentioned that we are possibly a dirty cop, possibly, you know, involved in some organized or disorganized crime, depending on how you talk to it. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting situation. We don't know what it is. I don't necessarily know if it matters, but like, you know, it's an interesting bit of lore. But yeah, we're back here again. Let's start exploring. Look, the door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. Oh, really? That's nice. See gleaming white enamel. No bottles inside.
The fan is spinning.
We'll leave it. Imagine we just perish again there. Newly replaced glass, shining in the morning light. Your traffic outside, back in the world again. And yeah, so during the interaction with at the tribunal, we managed to dodge a number of bullets that were shot at us, Matrix style, I imagine. However, we did get shot in the leg, which is sort of what took us out for a little while. The stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speaker. Art's done a good job.
The bed's a little nicer now. You could get a good night's sleep here.
Nice. Okay. I guess we don't necessarily need to stay out there anymore.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of yourself in the mirror, the expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
All right, interfacing electrochemistry to try and be those ones. They're both locked, though. Let's check out Kim's room. Oh, cool. What's here? Alarm is set for 6:50 a.m. Medicinal supplies in the cupboard. I'm not going to try scalpel antibiotics.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You may have notes on this and other recent cases.
Ooh. Ooh.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Keeping this thing alive a little longer. Thought I was dead for a moment. Yeah, we'll do this.
It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go?
Yeah, we definitely got away with one, I feel like.
I am sure neither of us feels solid enough to keep loitering in this room. Let's go.
Okay. Can we use the door? We use the door. You cannot. Okay, interesting. I had like a weird feeling that like, I don't know, I like him a lot. I think Kim's a really, really cool character. I was like, because there's so much hidden from us, I was a bit worried. Ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't try to run, it'll be okay. Yeah, we were shot in the leg, so that's a thing. But because we couldn't get into anything, I was like, there gonna be some sort of twist with Kim, and I was like, I hope not, because I just kind of like him as he is. Looks like she's left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
Okay.
A gift.
The lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. What could this gift
I am
be?
not drawing my gun, yet. But I don't like gifts.
I'm with you.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note. Just don't walk into another radio trap, okay?
Yeah, seriously.
Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
Seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So we did find out, at least if Ruby's to be believed, and it seems like from our investigation that she should be. That Ruby was basically set up. And like our only kind of assumption is that
The medicine
Klasia
cabinet is
set it up.
empty. Not even
Set her
a
up.
toothbrush. Pity.
Kind of hoping the gift would be in
I
here.
always took you for more of a drunk than a chemical abuser, Lieutenant Hefreiter. Should we go?
Oh, okay. Let's really clean this out.
She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
All right, here we go. Hey, Galaxy. Yeah, you haven't missed much at all. We pretty much just investigated Kim's room, poked around our own room a little bit, and we've just made it up here. Yeah, you're here. All good. Hey, Archie, thanks for the good luck. A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room and onto the roof. Dot, dot. Oh, dear. Yeah, I see it now. I mean, we got the good luck, I'll tell you what. On the last stream. Holy cow. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, that was a dicey situation, hence the luck comment there. I mean, we were... As Kim just said, the odds were stacked against us a little bit.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman. Only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
Stream's still up, I hope, yeah? Looks like we're okay. Every time I see that, I panic a bit.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut. It rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
The one that we haven't checked yet, I don't know if it matters necessarily anymore. Maybe we can get some info or some experience points at least, but it's the island we don't have. Oh, around the notification, that makes more sense. If you don't have either of the guns, you can also equip your makeshift firebomb in one of your hands. And you can throw it in his face. Holy cow. Yeah, the oh, hang on. We're dropping a lot of frames. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. We're gonna go to BRB. If you're with me, be right back. Hello again. Okay. Yeah, it was strange. We're back. Everything should be fine now. Until Virgin decides that it's not. For now, we are good. That one's on me. Weirded about me not getting a convo. As I recall, you get a scene where you leave Ruby's tunnel where the horrific necktie screams about the tribunal. You should shove it into spirit alcohol to fulfill its destiny. Oh, that's amazing. That is awesome. I definitely didn't have it on. I think I was like completely set up for fighting. It was like all red stuff. I did get the notification or like a conversation from, I think, Shivers, like a note that was just like something is not right, like something's waiting for us or something. But that was all I had. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot who said it, but somebody said in chat that they had never seen that like doing the tribunal with absolutely nothing before, which I was like, well, maybe that's because it doesn't work. I was pretty stoked that we got through that. I don't know. Kind of cool in its own funny way, but I had fun with that little section, I have to say. I'm gonna check this island one. I think we've done it already, but again, I don't know where the island is, so maybe we'll get some notes.
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
Oh, it's far away. I guess maybe I would need to go to the
The
coin-operated
shot
viewer.
would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 8B and 33A. The angle would have been extreme and access to the islets is questionable, but it is a possibility. Then there's the thread the witness left. She did have a first-hand view of the event. Perhaps she found something in the outer reaches of her memory of it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, well, we'll see if we can go back to that spot. I guess hadn't really paid attention that it would have been. For some reason, I just thought everything was on that kind of like western part of the map, but this one's more north. Makes a little more sense now. That was you, okay. Can never save all of the Hardy Boys, but you can save more of them with the weapon. Fair enough. I understand now why people were like, are you sure you don't want to do this? You don't. So, yeah, I don't know. I've been enjoying this playthrough, so hopefully everybody else has too. It's been very fun. Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime.
Okay.
The island in the bay.
Oh, it was for the island. Oh. Okay. So I don't feel nearly as bad at not figuring that one out. She's trying to tell us this shot came from the island.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
There are ruins on that islet. A sunken sea fort. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer.
I remember.
How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
I don't really know. I don't think we trust her. She got earned that trust.
I don't know. At this point,
That's also true.
What difference does it make?
Fair enough. It's also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet.
so it is.
For a second he seems tired.
Seem unenthusiastic.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Maybe we need to go to the island. Gotta love it. Sweating about whether I was going to get either of the guns. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. I guess it just never seemed like it was like, I don't know. It was kind of fun playing as this sort of bumbling, not bumbling idiot necessarily, but like we had lost the gun, and it was kind of funny that like constantly it was like, oh, I don't have my gun. Oh, the gun has fallen into the wrong hands. Like there's some kind of crooked guy who's like, I could probably find your gun for a price and all this stuff. And I was kind of like, I sort of enjoyed the idea of being like, well, maybe we can just do this without a gun. Like Kim's got a gun. That's good enough for both of us. But do I mind talking about stuff I'm already locked out of? No, as long as it doesn't spoil anything down the line. I'm absolutely going to be very protective of not having anything spoiled. But if it's just like a locked off side quest, that's fine to talk about. Like the note here of sort of like you can take Ruby's gun in that case, like that's interesting. That's like the things like that. That's perfectly fine to talk about, I think. But yeah, you know, Archie. But yeah, I think that's the only line. I guess just to be clear for everybody hanging out.
The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez looking under every rock and talking to every person. But what else is there? He sees danger. Another trap, perhaps. He must be cautious for a reason. This man has decades of experience. There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
What else is
Not
there?
a lot, no.
You're not afraid, are you?
No, I just don't want to walk into another embarrassment. I am a creature of pride, you see. I'm afraid of becoming a joke.
It's not something he's proud of, but that's the way it is.
I remember an anti-aircraft gun, or the ruins of one on the island.
Could be the makings of a sniper's nest.
Why not? Military fortifications are made for that kind of thing.
Let's go to the island. Yeah, are you in?
Of course. I'm in. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone.
Yeah, we could do the boat. That's a good idea.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
All right, cool. I'm gonna step outside too, just to make sure there's nothing else we're missing here. The strap art is helping me find my gun. The thread is tied to the antenna. Hey, Spade. Yeah, get that. Continue that big streak. Absolutely. Nice to see you. Thank you for popping in. Nothing else new here, right? This is a very
You clearly
curious
see footprints.
situation.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything.
Like, this is still like a loose end to me, trying to figure out what this is. Because we were certain that this was tied to something. I suppose it still could be, but don't know what yet. Alright. We've got things to do. One is Ruby's, the other is yours, which you've been able to get after the signatures task. Okay. And then there's, of course, the, apparently the Molotov or whatever. The horrific necktie firebomb thing. Okay, really quick, because we haven't even bothered to change clothes even 5 times this stream. Let's quickly throw on... I don't think that we need to put anything defensive on right now. I think we want to... I think we want to be perceptive of things currently. Interfacing could be good. Composure, sure, why not? Composure, shivers, that could be nice. Perception is fine. On that. Logic is always good, but put those on. Suggestion. Oh, the horrific necktie. Survives another day. Visual calculus sounds good. What shirt do we have on? We have the... Yeah, we'll keep it on. Why not? Theologic. Yeah, this is fine. This will be good enough for now. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any good details, you know? Is really what he deserves, yeah.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
Could have used more work. After all, I just took a bullet for this place. No, it's bigger.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire.
Gart struggling to give me the compliment. That's understandable, though.
Defended may be putting it a bit generously, though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths. Then I crawled inside. Bullets started flying. Anyway.
Okay, well, there, Gart's lost it there. I was trying to talk him out of it. It's called the Spirit Bomb. That's amazing.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by, in the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
You probably did.
Oh,
Where'd everybody go?
You know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
Happened to the man with the sunglasses. Ooh, yeah.
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Okay, I have to mention, when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a badass.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
If you say those two different words, it sounds like there's just something wrong with your ass. I guess you are a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself, stepping onto that balcony.
All right.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do. Another thing. Great. Yes?
Didn't know if we had anything else to talk about there. This guy's still hanging out?
Hi again, Gendarme.
Okay.
Bye-bye,
Nice.
Gendarme.
This guy's just yelling nonsense still, I believe, right? Oh, there we go. It's all about money, you know.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man clenches his fists.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Huh? What?
He looks up, eyes full of confusion as if he's just woken up from a deep sleep.
Our condolences for your losses.
He says with a little nod, but the remaining Hardy Boys don't seem to register his words. Is he okay?
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze. While still alive, he has abandoned his own body to decomposition.
How badly was he
He
hurt?
wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo, Dennis, Angie, Elizabeth, they're all gone. But he got away without a scratch.
There's nothing left.
He has lost the will to live. It's survivor's guilt. He feels like he should have died with the others. He may kill himself if he doesn't find a new purpose, or else go on in this way. Not dead, but not really living either.
We gotta finish this.
What?
Oh, yeah, Shanky just dipped. Krenel, yeah, what's going
Sons
on
of
with these?
bitches.
Mumble something and mess. When he sinks down on the table again, a malevolent smile spreading across
Was
his
this really
face.
the best idea? I guess you may have prolonged his existence a bit, if he can still remember this when he sobers up.
If you think this will keep him from offing himself, I'll make sure to remind him. So far, I've just been pouring whiskey in him to keep him sedated. Does he look like...
He does.
Can we
While
change
still alive,
the,
he has abandoned.
He wasn't.
He has It's survivor's guilt.
What?
Shanky?
Dennis is a dead man. Just doesn't know it yet.
Was this really the best idea?
If you think this will... Does he...
He does. While still alive,
He was...
I guess I
just-
don't really
he has
know.
It's
This might not
survivor's
have any
guilt.
sort of...
What?
The flicker of light in his eyes goes out, and he collapses back on the table.
Crazy. Yeah, I keep... That's true. Yeah, I just keep going through the loop with him. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can leave it like that. I want to give him the right answer. But I guess, yeah, he's kind of a bit of a mess. What's going to happen to the Hardy Boys now that Titus is dead?
Titus is fucking dead.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy Boys.
Yo, Omesta. Yeah, that was the last stream we had the tribunal. It was very interesting. You two are just gonna go back to hauling containers in the harbor?
No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
You, Eugene?
Me? No, man. I'm not a leader. You know, Titus only recruited me because I play the guitar. Said the team could use the morale boost.
If any of them had leadership capacity beside Titus, it's him. Keep encouraging him.
The Eugenie Boys has quite a ring, doesn't it?
What? Fuck no. If I'd stay, we'd keep the name to honor Titus.
Yeah, it's a noble thought. You're gonna do all right. No one is bored until
Titus was, but thanks for the vote of confidence. If I don't stick around, it's all over. So, I guess I sort of have to now.
Yeah, man. You got this.
Got
You-
this.
I haven't got
Ooh.
shit, Al.
There's something there. A germ of determination. He knows he has no choice but to rise to the occasion.
Still shining the flashlight directly at them. Yeah, it really is. That is the theme of the game.
This is not completely
Very
ludicrous.
true.
Him and Titus were the only detectives of the bunch. Titus more, but Eugene at least knew how to think alone.
Any idea what happened to Claudia?
Damn songbird of misery, that one.
And do you have any information on this songbird of misery?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all. Trying to remember if there was anything. Oh, yeah. He said she seemed to be in a real hurry.
Move on. There's no catching her this time around.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you. Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
He nods to you.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
I guess that's another thing I should consider. Maybe we should put some pain threshold, a couple pain threshold things on, just in case this gets out of hand. This comes to mind. Is there another pain threshold one? I think that might be the only one we have. Just in case that like little check there was a reminder. Yeah, give the guy a heart attack, trying to light out his face. Oh, interesting. What is this?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
Smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
What are you trying to imply, Fingers?
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's better that way. Safer.
That's crazy. It'd be cool, for sure. But that just seems like a bad idea. Is this a guy we can talk to here? Hello, sir.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
Stop.
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
He'd still try to take his sandwich. Where's Renee?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
This like reminds me that the two guys here always remind me of the two guys that are in the bar in Gabriel Knight 1 playing chess against each other. They like have a loud rivalry, but they like are good friends or whatever. It's kind of interesting. Gone where?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent.
Was he killed during the tribunal?
Oh, he would have liked that. Violent lives ending violently. That's how he wanted to go. Sadly, it was not the case.
How did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is. Guess he was about to head home, 'cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time.
Huh.
Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Is he really that
I
bad?
repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that...
Falls silent and looks at you, eyes filling up with tears.
Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
I don't know, royalist slogan.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
Jeez. Oh yeah, we have that picture. Let's give it to him. That's a good idea.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny...
Eyes blurry with tears. He has to stop.
I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
You better get ready too, because old people die. Good gravy. Sincere condolences.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Sue I was hoping to ask about the Maybells.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
Oh, what are those?
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much.
So why didn't he like them?
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communards. They called them the Bells of Revolution.
A sad smile passes his face.
I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the old Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
I want to go over a few more things. Let's see
Yes.
if there's anything else to do.
What about René?
Okay, no.
Yes,
It is what
I'm
I
not gonna
just
say the
don't know
mean,
anymore.
what I feel like is a mean thing. I wonder if we can still get him to give us his sandwich. What am I checking? Oh, I wanted to check and see if there's anything else here. It doesn't look like I can go any lower than this anymore. Even on like the little dot thing is not all the way to the bottom. Kind of odd. No worries. What it says on the can. Very good. Alright. I think we have to head on out. Yeah, isn't there like a thing I can buy in here? We have so much money now.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
The sneakers are pretty nice.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Yeah, we'll take the
A good
shades.
starter pair, officer. And
These are all or.
these are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design.
I think That guy's crazy. Alright, cool. We walked away with a new pair of shades. Not that we need anything for electrochemistry, but you never know when that's gonna be handy. Oh! Shoot. Sorry, we're gonna backtrack for 1 second. We need to check and see if we can open the ice chest. And I'd rather do it now. Than to keep waiting. Is Tommy here? Oh yeah, Tommy. Hello, Tommy. We'll also talk to Tommy.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive?
Alive and limping.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it.
Yeah.
So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
Yeah, we're looking around. It doesn't seem like it's union muscle.
Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right?
Met the lady driver on my investigation. She's called Rue.
Okay.
Seems a little
The
apprehensive.
lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's it.
That's probably for the best. You keep your job to yourself. With a job like yours, you have to.
Probably would have kept going if Kim wasn't like, what are you doing? Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Alright, so this is kind of what I wanted to check here.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner.
Alright, so we just need to put a point into physical instrument, which we have. Please.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly.
Don't we have the thing in our hand? Why am I not getting the bonus from the weapon? By weapon, I mean, I guess, like this giant can opener thing. The multi-tool. The pry bar is not going to do enough. We already know that to be the case.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a
Minus 20
hand-cranked...
because the pry bar is not strong. I guess the multi-tool makes it even, I suppose. What I'm led to believe here.
This orange machine
Gonna be
is
so
dead
upset
still.
if this doesn't
It
work.
has a hand-cranked. Ice groans and howls under
Finally.
the strain of your giant Gewaltsund multi.
It's like their third or fourth
until the
shot
lid
at it.
cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side. You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lucan and killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Let's save. I think we need to try and look at it, right? Although, isn't the case with all of these filaments that you need like a password or whatever? What does our actual thing say here? Doo-doo-doo. Bring offsite copy to Suna. I mean, the thing is right over here, right? If it goes bad, I kind of don't feel bad reloading and just running it. I guess there's no reason to believe that she's gonna withhold anything from us. This way. What is this? This noise. What does that tell you? I thought it was in here. Oh no, it's this. I walked right by it.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Cast like a
Offset
smooth
copy.
drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeat Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the offsite copy?
Might have a password for the offsite copy.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife, death.
No, that's not it.
Okay, don't know the password.
Received.
Don't worry. Hot
Fortress accident. Thank you. And
tiles on the cube are still. The filament slides out of its glowing.
I feel like Soon is going to be very upset with the fact that we had like just logged in a detail there. Let me get out of here again. This way. We'll find out. There's only one way. See a container you can't open? Equip a pry bar. Check the traps.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid. Poor things.
I think that the phasmid thing is run its course anyway from what we understand. Am I... What's that? I guess we'll talk to her because we're right here.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
Yeah, I got shot in the foot and it was pretty badass.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You should see the other guys.
So you're a killer? That's good, I guess. Better than being dead.
Well, funny story, I didn't do much other than probably incite the whole thing.
Hi. I guess you are. Of course. Can I help you with something?
Kim being here -1. That's really funny. I need to get to that island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
What's on the island?
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, and no joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
What if I want to rock?
See, that makes me not want to lend you my skiff. On a boat, rocking leads to capsizing. That there is an absolutely 100% rock-free skiff. You got that?
2 days of sunshine, I just got a bacterial infection.
I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with Ether, will you? Don't get too many RCM men round here. We sad to lose the first one.
That's cool. You boasting your bacterial infection like that.
Thanks, physical instrument. You said you've been out there yourself. Who has? Or haven't been there. Who has?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me. The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which kids?
The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Not very helpful. But
Be
yeah.
my guest. They have a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
It's true. Anything I should know about getting there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
I don't know if you heard that. Some noise outside. Bonnie was pretty upset. Right.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So what's the... You enter from the south side. Very good. We'll use your skiff.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Let's go talk to the twins.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got shot.
Even I can see that. I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman. We've got troubles of our own here. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
Guess you're right. The men with guns were coming after me after all.
I'm not sure those were the last of the men with guns either. There are always more coming for your kind, officer.
Then we'll be ready for them.
We still do not have a weapon. But we'll get there.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Okay, kids, you've been to the island, right?
On that island?
The one who's busy kicking his stone points to the bay. That's the one.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Someone lives on the island?
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Why is he the fire guy?
Because he asks to put the fire out.
Why?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
Something about lights.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
He points to the streetlight.
Yes.
Yeah, is there anything else you can tell me about this guy? Age? Does he live there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
How come?
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
Your father used to go to that island too, didn't he?
Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't.
His brother punches him. The boy's eyes well up like he's about to start crying. He did not.
I don't know. Doesn't even have anything to do with this, you. Father isn't a fire guy.
The two things are unconnected. Your question didn't make sense.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
There's
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Yeah, we should. Bye. Well, that's fascinating, huh? Fire guy on the island. But what should I do with it? Alright, let's head here. We have a Bonnie treat. Bonnie has exited to go do some snooping here. There's like a loud kind of crashy sound outside. So she was hooting and hollering. Let's hand this in and then I will get the dog.
What is
here.
it?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. It's not a paying job, but could you help me contact Coalition Warship Archer?
Do I look like someone who has time for side projects at this moment?
She doesn't even look up from her computer.
If you want her help, maybe you should help her first.
What the off-site copy you asked me to bring?
Yes?
I got you the filament.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's gonna happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
She's already inserted the filament into the radio computer's core, ready to close the door.
Wait. No. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
Well, I am an Empire, but sure.
No, it's not dangerous. Just depressing.
How do you know?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment.
Hey, Summer. What have we done? We ran and we checked Clausia's apartment and saw the red string. So we were kind of heading out that direction. We did pick up the filament here. We caught up with a few characters here and there, just kind of getting caught up after the tribunal situation that happened last stream. And now we've made our way out. Where our kind of final destination for, I guess, our current quest is to get out to that island where we believe the shot was taken from. But we are, because we have the filament, we are kind of doing some side questing as well. So we're kind of sweeping through, as it were.
Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
Now what?
Sona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps. Light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. Can I do anything?
Just give me a second. I'm almost
She clocks up her typing speed.
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
There's joy in her voice as she bumps her fist into the air. Oh my god! Congratulations. You did it. You found the
I
coordinates?
found the coordinates.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart. Great job.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So where is it? This 2mm hole in the world.
There, in the swallow.
She points at the other end of the church, where a group of water bowls form a ritualistic arch.
Think you can help me again?
Do I have a choice? Yeah, of course.
I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double check my calculations.
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals. Solving the puzzle of water bowls.
I'll go figure it out. I'm good at intellectual puzzles.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that.
She pats the mainframe.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
I have a feeling I have to remember this. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I'm going to write that down because I will not remember. And we must get this correct. We must find the anomaly. So we have third bowl, 2 cm left, fourth bowl, 5 cm to the right. I'm sure we'll do it automatically, but...
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it. Yes, but you like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
You don't trust my intellectual capabilities? No, this is fine.
Thanks.
Great. After we've done this, we can finally get to the island.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine not challenging this person. I believe you, friend. Okay, so... Okay, this is all
It's
one
awfully
thing
silent
here.
again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still.
I like the bird that's just flying around in a circle down here.
Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Okay, I don't know why we got a heal there, but I'll take it. Okay, so first off, we need to move the third bowl 2 to the left. Okay, so it literally is...
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. This task is an insult to your mental skills.
Come on, chill out, logic.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all. And your leg still hurts from the tribunal.
That was what I was going to say, is like, we're all so in. Okay, perfect. We did the task.
Yes, what is it?
I have moved the bowls. It was mind-numbingly easy. What's new?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
She stops, biting into her chapped lip.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah, nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Why did you have him on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Was this going to be like radio waves again? Ruby all over again? Isn't it going to just be silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. What?
I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
Maybe, but I think you're overthinking
Maybe.
it.
Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
You slowly start to back off. Why assume that something that has no presence, existence, or qualities has to be terrifying? I mean, I'm with you that it's a little bit uneasy, but we gotta do it, right?
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
She puts on her oversized headphones and ready to press unmute on the keyboard.
The lieutenant takes a step back, and then nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Can you hear anything?
She doesn't answer. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Well?
Damn it.
You hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No.
She rests her face in her hands, massaging the forehead.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Great. And here I thought we were finally going to the island.
Yeah, we're very receptive. Do it.
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Oh, Suna. What if we just need a better sound
A
system?
better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
We got one big old speaker.
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Yes, but they could help with speakers.
You mean the speed freaks?
She closes her eyes as more dance music invades the holy silence of the sanctuary.
Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would, if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
There we go.
Brilliant negotiating there, detective. As always.
Great. I'll go talk to them.
Sure. Let me know how it goes. Thanks, officer.
Okay. Well, this is going swimmingly. Holy cow, this game never does this. It's all coming together here. What is my update here? Oh, just use the skip. Okay, cool. So we've done that. We need to get the move the raviers in. They've already been waiting for us. A lot of stuff about how wireless energy is harmful. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have picked that up. Huh? Alright. We have a Bonnie treat to give up here. I have got to go collect the dog because she has left the room. So give me just a moment. I'll leave you on the BRB, and we will be right back to more Disco Elysium in just a moment. Weird. I think my stream deck went a little crazy. Hopefully I wasn't on mute that whole time as well. That would stink. Let's get back into it. All right, so let's go get those ravers. Let's get the ravers. I was on mute? Oh, jeez. Well, she got 2 treats. Thank you, Galaxy, for the treat redemption there. I just, she was giving me the puppy dog eyes there, so I was like, you get a second one because I can't with you right now. And that's all you missed. You saw all the things you needed to see, which is the most important part. Oh, no, I don't need to talk to you. I want to talk to Egghead.
Hi
Right,
again.
go to you,
So,
Andre.
how are things going?
Yeah, I'm here to talk to you about the church again.
Yes? What's the deal?
Yeah, good news. I managed to convince Suna. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
The Speed Freak smiles, happier than he's ever been before. You're gonna have to share space for a couple weeks until she gets her research
That's
finished.
fine. We can manage.
He grins, excited.
And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right?
Oh, you mean the illegal drug lab? There will be no shady shenanigans in the church.
Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Andre waves to the other Speed Freaks. Leave the tent. I mean, did... Oh, hello, zoom out. So I guess a couple hours have gone by. I was like, oh, we'll head to the island now, and then we'll come back and check on them. But it looks like we may have just been waiting for 2 hours already. I guess we'll see when we go in. Hello.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000!
He waves his hands in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
He looks at the imposing black box in the corner that's churning out the
Now
sound.
the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
Oh, Kim, what do you got?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
Alright, Andre, what do you
The
think?
name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Says the girl with the microphone.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
Sal, what do you think?
How about something simple? Like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Oh, Egghead, what do you got? To the max.
Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
Eggman's portrait, or Egghead's portrait, is like one of the best.
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the nega! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Noid, how about you?
The amnesia.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia! It's not amnesia, guys.
Suna, what do you got?
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
Okay, I guess we have to come up with one.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Oh, Disco Elysium? Just name it after the game? I like it.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead.
Tell him, Egghead.
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
A light beam washes over the whole dance floor, leaving it in violet blue.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to
Yes.
celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience.
We probably shouldn't dance in our current condition, but we're absolutely going to.
It feels good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing that Andre is doing with his limbs?
They said the thing! What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
He performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kind of lame. We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
I do love this dance animation. It is very good. What is this? I need to make that an emote, I think. Let's get rid of the old Gabriel Knight dance one, and instead it should just be Andre doing this. I think that needs to be the new one. This is so good.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But there's a noticeable lack of something.
Oh, savoir-faire. Oh, we gotta try that. I don't know if we definitely don't have a lot of points, but we do have a few items that can boost it. We gotta try it. Is that a white check? Yeah. What's with the hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Well, because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20.
How old are you, Andre?
Not 20.
Is it important for you to be an individual?
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna...
Goodbye, officer.
Let's see if we can join in here with some dancing. We're about to level up right now as well. Okay. Savoir-faire. -1. That's not good. Ooh, +1. Shades. Those shades have come in handy, those like superstar shades. -1. You'd think I'd remember some of these at a certain point, like what the plus and minus of these are, but truth be told, I don't remember. Alright, I think this is about as good as it could be. +1. The question, I guess, is if we have a... Yeah, we do have a -1 for the shoes. I had a feeling. We'll just put perception back on again. Empathy? Sure, we'll do empathy. The cavalry boots, yeah. Because yeah, that should be everything, right? +1. +1. Yeah, we're good. All right, we're good. This is about as good of a shot as we're gonna get currently.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Oh, did nothing. -1. Got shot in the hip.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life.
We rolled
For
a,
now,
what was that, 7?
Such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
I hope you're not trying to dance with that leg of yours. Healing from a gunshot wound takes time and patience. Be careful.
Yelling at us. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Goodbye, officer.
Delarian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Large speakers are set up behind me, young man, blasting a familiar song.
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer, one reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
Maybe your body can tell you what Arno event jam is missing to make it harder core. Okay, physical instrument. All right. Time to change clothes again. Just to make sure we get it. Physical instrument. This is one, right? Plus one physical instrument. -2. Don't want that. Pain threshold. Ooh. +1, but we already have a shirt that's giving us +1. Is that really all we have? Alright. We'll try it out.
Good morning, comrade! Yeah! Hardcore!
Hardcore.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move like he's about to turn the volume down. That would be ridiculous. And a melody. Good melody is what makes the song really stick. So you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I was thinking you would know, or nowhere. I'm never ever gonna get to this island if I'm gonna become sort of andonic cop as well. I've got enough side cases already. Oh no, we gotta.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
He feels ashamed he can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
We gotta take the task. I'll take it. I'll look into it in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder. Yeah.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Wait, they want you to run all the way back to Martinez with that leg of yours just to get some tape. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Right next to the canal, you say?
Does it?
Feels cold. Looks around looking for the
It's your health. You're not well enough to run around just days after you've been shot.
I've been there.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the Whirling in Rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that! I could have said that!
And the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
Feels cold.
Does it?
It's your health.
Oh,
You're not...
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
Copman! We do have a tape, that's right. We've got... not that tape. Find a tape with a melody for Egghead. How do you like it in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place! The first page of the second chapter! Tape! Yeah! Spin the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
It's the Mega Mix? I feel like that's a
Communism
terrible
forever!
idea. That is a bad idea. let's go get this tape. I'm assuming that it's around the corner. By around the corner, I guess it's pretty far away, but... Hopefully we don't actually, like, begin to take damage or, like, something bad happens with my leg. By doing all of the running around. I kind of only have one speed. I think the game knows this, but... We must be hardcore to the max. Okay. Is it... This is the canal? Question mark? There's a tree? Is it here? I'm so bad with directions in this game. We can check here, I guess, while we're chilling. I would like 3,000 Nosafed, please. Like your whole stock, in fact.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
No, this is my thing. Yeah.
I do appreciate it.
There's kind of no reason to bother him. He's been fairly pleasant to us. And we know that he is on it.
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics.
All this politics?
In its purest form. Now, what can I do for you? The Koldima Madakwa? Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasound. That's fair. This was before. I'm not sure.
Do we really have time for this?
This record, keep in mind.
There's a growing, he nods to seabirds most likely.
Gulls.
That's it, a low range of sound.
You know, now...
Please, no more experimental listening while we're...
Trying to see if we have that.
All the old boomboxes are there. Blink.
Guess this guy does not have a tape. So what is... So it just says find a tape, huh? Find a tape with a melody. I would not say that the Door Gunner Mega Mix has a melody to it. I think that we can all agree that that one does not have. A melody. It's got something. But it's not melody. I was looking around to see if there was like the street name. For some reason I thought this was the street, but I guess not.
This coin-operated viewer is faced...
Like, it's not this, right? Do we need to stop by this again?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Our conceptualization is still quite low, isn't it? She's gone. Interesting. to the village off the coast, officer. See you there. She's gone now. I guess if we didn't randomly run into her at the village, we would have had to deal with that.
Try to sneak up on me.
Didn't know if maybe she would say something different because we might be cool now that we've been shot, but no, guess not. A hawthorn tree by the canal. Etched into the wood, barely visible. Remember the rest is lost of time. I have such a hard time finding my way through this video game. It's not this tree, right? You're okay with this? Get out of my way, Kim. Excuse me kindly. Tree, I'm just like, yes, this is the one. This tree?
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze. Just like promised, you've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lorries and carriages.
Good Hawthorne.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102, underneath a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant. You tree-hugging pansy.
Okay, we can definitely pass the
gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. A wintry breeze blows by.
The multi-tool is truly
the magnetic tape flutter like an immaculate labyrinth. The magnetic tape twists and turns around the branches. You just can't get it loose. All you've done is make your fingers bleed from the thorns.
Wow. Oh my gosh, what terrible luck. Put another kill point into interfacing. Fine. Are you kidding me? I was gonna save that for something else, but whatever.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, with slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches.
ALAS. Hello. Maybe not as multi as it needed to be. Apparently not.
It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
What's the tape for?
I've been too embarrassed to say. Yeah, it's for Egghead. Promised to make his Van Eyck jam hit a bit harder. Maybe this tape can help.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
Not sure, but I'll find out. Maybe Egghead can point me in the
You
right
could
direction.
also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
Looks at his wristwatch, a little impatient.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Cool. It seems like everybody's like, go to the pawn shop. So we're gonna do it.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you know how to fix this? Show him the bundle of magnetic tape.
You mean re-spool it? Yeah, I do, but...
Great. Can you do it, please? This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone.
But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty worthless.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know that old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I helped some young ravers turn this place into a nightclub. They play all these weird beats there, which they call hypnotic music.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it. No bass. It just goes bazoot, bazoot, bazoot. But this tape could make it hardcore.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling light show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and relax.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
That was at least 15 minutes. No, I appreciate the help.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for True Passion Project. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
Okay. Alright, good guy, Roy. Coming through. Good guy, Roy. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. And it stopped raining. Alright, we are still hoofing it here. Oh my goodness, I must have run up and down this coast like a million times at this point. I did notice that. Welcome to the pawn shop. Like after you've been there for at least 15 minutes. I guess you could write that off to the psychedelics or whatever the guy's on. just in his own world. Excuse me, Andre. About to blow the socks off of Egghead
comrade!
here.
Yeah! Hardcore!
Hardcore.
Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B.
He clicks a switch, the tape starts spinning.
A hand on his ear. He listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
What do you mean?
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Ready. Oh, cutscene. It is a little bit harder cornered.
Wow! Here's that? The signs match perfectly! Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
It's uncanny how well it all goes together. Something else must be going on here. Oh no, shout out to Egghead.
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody, like a folk song, and you just found the original piece that inspired him to create this jam? That would explain why it fits so well.
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe he lives in Martinez and just threw away part of his song because he thought it wasn't good enough.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
He nods to his friend behind the turntables.
Noid's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key. No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it. It fits too well. Something mysterious is going on here.
Ooh. I have to pick one? I don't know. It's very odd. It does seem too insane, but I mean, people cut stuff together all the time. Like that is sort of the job of a DJ, right? Yeah.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits. Bring up the volume.
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that? Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
You can't just leave it without a bass track.
I'll see if I can come up with a solution down the lane. Yeah, we gotta continue to look for the bass track.
Yo, the warrior! The warrior of dance music!
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Oh, hyper hardcore. Hopefully we do get it hyper hardcore at some point. Okay, so what is the game asking me to do now? Because help Egghead with the beat. This may take a while. Okay. Head to the island and okay. Let's just talk to Suna now.
Yes, what is it?
Oh yeah, can we contact the Coalition Warship Archer? This is such a
It's
funny
true.
side test.
The drug fiends have made themselves quite comfortable. But I still have a great deal of work to do.
This project is immensely important to her. She's not going to help you until it's finished.
If you're desperate for collaborators now, I suggest you ask your new friends. They seem to have plenty of time for side projects.
Okay. How is your project going?
What? What did you say?
You can barely hear over the thumping bass of hypnotic dance music. Said, how's the project going?
I can't hear you! The music is too loud!
The project? How's it going?
Oh, the project! It's not going well!
Why?
There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Okay. We can talk to Egghead for you. Why don't you ask him yourself, though?
He doesn't listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekukata! A place to be, apparently!
That's so, Egghead. I'll talk to him.
Thanks! Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes!
She does jazz hands to mock him.
Let me know how it goes!
Have we talked to these guys yet? I don't think we have. We've talked to Egghead in a second.
You got us in, cop! I can't believe you got us in!
He looks around the hall, examining the carpentry.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
He spreads his arms, looking around at the speed freaks setting up shop.
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass.
I thought there was no bass. I'm a corrupt cop, Kim. This is a corrupt scheme. Did it for mankind. For all of mankind. You wouldn't understand the hardcore lifestyle. I did for mankind.
Okay.
I don't believe you actually think you did it for all mankind. But whatever keeps you in high spirits is okay by him.
Now that our signs are in sync, can you help me contact the coalition?
You sure that's a good idea? Those are some serious frequencies you want to mess with.
Come on, Noid. I think we owe him.
Asel's right. He's one of us now. Guess it would be pretty soft core for me to say no, wouldn't it? Yeah, alright. But if you're going to sync up with them, you're gonna need a serious wave generator of your own. You understand what I'm saying?
What about the radio tower at Land's End? Is that serious enough? That's a good thought.
Not likely. Scoped that spot a while back. It's short-wave stuff, mostly commercial. Plus, it's all rusted out.
Build it ourselves! We built this nightclub, we can build anything!
We can build it ourselves?
Yeah,
Question mark?
maybe. Tech-wise, radio's not the spookiest thing around. Our part's finding an antenna big enough to align with those mega low frequencies.
An antenna hardcore enough to shake the whole world!
Egghead is the best.
Maybe not that big, but pretty big.
Come up with a site for mega long-wave radio antenna for conceptualization. Boring cop, boring ideas, -1 thing. Acquainted with local landmarks, cavalry officer's perspective. Okay, so we will come back to conceptualization. There's at least something we can wear to boost it a little bit, but we'll come back. I mean, we could try it, but we'll change clothes first. What do you think about the church, Noid?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
How old do you think it is?
320 years. A little more. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it. On the coast here was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something. I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago. Forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. The sea, perhaps something more fundamental.
He means something paranatural. He must...
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
Hey, what style is this church built in? I didn't realize you knew all this stuff.
A cop who's into building critique. Okay then, this is folk DeLoreanism. Lawmongerer. It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture.
And what is that?
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
So what would a DeLorean building look like?
Like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Married shit. Virtue and tyranny.
Yeah, this church is not painted white. That's
Stands
for
to
sure.
reason it used to be white on the outside.
I suppose
Before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Year after year, flake after flake, whitewashed clean, then covered in green moss. Slowly peeled by the wind, your skin crawls from the sensation as you look around.
Oh yeah, what did you mean by dead bodies? Great question.
Dead bodies of perennial plants.
Oh.
Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total. I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, cop man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away. They had sensed that she could no longer see them and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
Did it not change? The bot has been playing up recently. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let's see if we can figure it out. Why did that not change? Weird. There it goes. I don't know why it didn't take right away. Sometimes the bot will do that. I don't know why. There was recently an OBS update and it like kind of knocked a bunch of stuff out of sync, so I've been like piece by piece fixing it. So hopefully that there might be a couple bumps in the road. As we go. Where's that quote from?
A Sarais man who lived a long time ago. An ancient hardcore brother.
Hardcore to the max. So what you're saying is you're not a big fan of the inocentric system. Or has religion stopped being hardcore?
It never was. A 3,000-year-old regime of history, built by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false to the core.
The way he says it, the force in false core, is invested with 20 kilotons of disgust.
Hey, you were saying that they were about love and hardcore, remember?
I only said unity. One word. Figures of authority always misquote you.
He points to his friends.
Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what people say. You should listen to what they are. But were you wrong? The founding party is okay with everything. Look around. They don't have enough love for the human crew to oppose anything anymore. We're on our own.
And you still propose dance music will supplant the system.
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
How do you like the glasswork?
I don't. Fuck her giving me the evil eye.
Wanted to get inside and now you don't like the stained glass window.
I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love. Mass murder on the floor.
Egghead, read the room. There is something terrifying. The story around this person that's like on the wall is super interesting and weird.
There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
Stare grimly into the distance.
The speed freak looks the same way. It is dark there in the back of the church. For a moment, the music echoes strangely.
Did you say she was, human?
I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
They hate this too. Point to yourself.
Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
The young man lets go of his suspenders. They hit his chest with a slap. Innocence of humanism. Humanism seems to be a pretty big deal around here.
Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass produce hundreds of billions of pigs.
And many, many more tons of sugar.
She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know?
I'm just annoyed. But she's pretty.
She invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her glass cutters and iconographers. You set the standard, alright. Then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers.
You're right, I like it harder core.
In the true life of tomorrow, every woman will be an innocence. They will wear neon headbands and leggings, and they will glow in the dark.
Who isn't being accused of mass murder these days? Isn't she supposed to be the embodiment of the world spirit?
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit. This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
What a strange choice of words. Caustic, overflowing with negativity. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
It's a nice window. I don't know, actually.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about it, please.
How are you settling
Hard
in?
to say, cop man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crab man though.
Oh, the crab man.
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
I mean, his mother's love stuff isn't too spooky for
Have
you?
you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man.
Oh,
And
I've
the
heard
mother's
everything
love
Egg
is the
say.
hardest core of all. The man picks up on stuff. And he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
Right. Okay. What did he tell you about the church?
Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
I mean, there's dead bodies here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church surrounding it to contain it.
Contain what exactly?
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either. What it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for. And trying to measure.
Nods towards the woman. Yeah, this weird spot in here where there's no sound.
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by, outside. Dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down on the age-bleached floorboards. The structure does not feel particularly durable.
Yeah, building seems a little less than structurally sound.
No. It's pretty fucking unsound if you ask me. They should have built a club for anodic music around it instead.
He grins.
Anodic music will definitely contain whatever we're dealing with.
His words echo in the chamber.
And if it can't, well...
He shrugs non-committally. What makes you think Suna is gonna fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like... substance.
I found a doomed commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing with that the Ubis were trying to contain.
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
You think there's any merit to my theory?
I don't know. Maybe,
Your theory.
maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, cop man. Even I have limits. I'm a limited size person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, cop man. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
Why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
There you go. What good is being
A
suspicious?
reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution. Caution is suspicion.
And what of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
What are the most suspicious things?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Does this mean that you're mentally ill?
Mental illness is a term that powers you to homogenise people. I think I don't reach mental illness. I am merely politically ill, a suspicious element.
Of course, we have to ask about this left-right business.
I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray. Far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
Okay, pork and wheat.
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
I think that food could be a precursor for greater things.
Yes,
Sure.
having food is means to an end. But the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask you about something else.
His eyes flicker.
Mention true life. What would that be?
The life is true if it's free from fear, an eternal division among oneself. And others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
Okay, how would you go about that?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. The young man is dead serious about this.
Advocating a noise-based society.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true, hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
You keep mentioning hardcore. What does it mean to you?
Utmost dedication, thoughts from the spinal cord, It's a potent superlative as well. Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
He sure does. His friend shouts from behind the mix table, with a smile surpassing your own in wideness, a total moon face, and eyes full of naive wonderment. The archer thing is known to have to be pretty unstable, so save frequently. Okay, good to know. Boy, this game is like has some spots that are a little bit tricky. That's for sure. That was vague. Dedication, something else. Superlative.
Maybe you're being too specific about it. Try consulting with your spinal cord.
Change the
Oh
subject.
yeah, sure thing.
Okay, the clothes?
They're
What's up with that?
hardcore.
That's it?
They're just clothes.
Thought there'd be more to it.
It's just a style, you know, normal hard style. Anyone can wear it.
Internalize the hardcore aesthetic. Don't just nod along, really feel it. Okay. Again, conceptualization. We are hurting on that right now.
Aggressive, monotonous, but also somehow sacrum, primitive, yet futuristic, like a machine man. Nothing exists but the here and now. All are one purpose. All you've managed is a list. The parts don't form a whole.
Dang, alright, take care, Noid. Good talking to you, alright. More conversations.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Remember when they announced the financial owners had taken over the studio and was releasing a weird meme creator update? Jeez, yeah, that whole story is nuts. I want to look into it a little bit more when I finish the game. I want to like do a deep dive on it, on all of that.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead.
That makes sense. I've likely deserved some praise and adoration. What for?
For getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everybody doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does. Behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much. And the crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Just take the tape recorder. We don't really need it. Prior convictions for financial crime. Well, yeah, that in hindsight is probably not the best move. I got shot in the leg. Point at my limb.
Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something.
It's my thing now.
When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know. Anyway, shot in the leg. I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
Now can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know?
Alright, what do you know about Suna so far?
She's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today she told me about Welkins. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
What, Tiago? AKA the crab.
Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
Yeah, it seems like they're really hitting it off. What are they talking about?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do? Yell up at the tower?
Fair enough. Alright, back to the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Andre.
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least.
Oh, jeez. That makes a lot of sense. Interesting. Interesting.
He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
What's he organized?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
Relax, girl. We're police officers, but we're corrupt. Rotten to the marrow. You can tell us about drugs. We don't care. I love these, like, hilarious side answers. Yeah, online.
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Tell me about the Noid.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean do? Like for a living?
No, I meant for breakfast. Yeah, yes.
He's a carpenter, trained and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that, in a shop somewhere.
It's because he's too hardcore.
Not to sound too dramatic, but I wouldn't make light of his belief system when he's around. Noid's a serious person. He's serious about the lifestyle.
So what's this about a pilgrimage?
It's just something poor Forberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock, or as much as possible. I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't told you that I'm a raging alcoholic who drank himself into oblivion so deep he can't remember what sounds like the biggest street in the city.
No?
Well, I am.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
Chest pains. Need to continue drinking, but yeah, we'll try if we can
Yeah.
get there. Alright.
Who do you want to know about?
Egghead, what's the deal? What's the deal with Egghead?
What do you mean?
Does he think... What does he think he's doing when he yells all the stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
You told me as much, but what exactly is a party boy?
Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
Rock music's the coolest. Rock music forever.
Yes, forever. Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Ooh. Where is he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from. Or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City. Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
Tell me about...
Who do you want to know about?
Ooh, yourself.
Me? Again?
Tell me about you.
I told you, I'm a silver bird.
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you of something.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
But I'm a police officer, you have to answer.
Is there a law that would stop me from lying, though?
That would depend on the circumstances.
The lieutenant taps his foot. Fair enough.
Thank you. Sure.
Catch the silver bird. Reaction speed. Reaction speed. We shall try. I don't think we have much in the way of helping us out. The one jacket will be good. No, that's hand-eye coordination. Yeah, I'll put it on anyway. Yeah, it's not too much.
Welcome back.
17. Yeah.
The silver bird has already flown away. I will catch it later.
Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more. We're gonna need a bigger boat, so to speak. Alright, so we need to talk to Egghead to put the
Good
cable
morning, comrade! Yeah! Harder car!
Egg, can you please route Suna's signal through your speakers?
To the Mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
Oh, big time 3.5.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here.
He searches for the cable on the ground and picks it up, looking at the jack.
Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good people.
With a grin, he sticks the plug into the aux line in. You hear a satisfying clip.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music?
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes. And then I'll turn off the music.
Always the entertainer, Egg.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, I talked to Egghead. He plugged in the cable. You can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum!
Shouts Egghead, a great smile still adorning his face. larger than a red dwarf star.
Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to maximum.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
Yo, Finesse. Hello, hello. Why do you want to turn down the volume?
Because I'm afraid that something might happen. It's an unknown phenomenon. We can always turn it back up if there's a need.
Can't turn down the hardcore!
I think what Egghead is trying to say is that the volume button is stuck on it.
Of course it is.
She shrugs, consigned to her fate.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Here we go. She looks around the church.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready.
Ready.
Everybody.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
This ought to be
The
interesting.
lieutenant nods
maybe.
stoically. Not so stoically, his hand moves to the gun holster. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold and large, somehow.
We're fine, right? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We've got medicine if we need it. Ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
She lifts her hand from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
There's alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan the surroundings. A slight rattle like crystal clattering in the cupboard fills the air, joining the chorus.
This fragile world is about to break.
It's getting louder.
Says Noid, his eyes riveted on the strange circle of water basins.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
You hear Egghead yell, then something else, but his voice is growing faint.
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
I've never heard anything this hardcore in my life. What's the weird rattling?
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
The glass shards around Dolores Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating with the sound. It almost looks as if she's alive.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Oh, glass. She looks up. A screech fills the air. A scream of wood and nails. The pillars of the church twist and creak above and around you.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to earth! Love!
Love!
Below it, all the base grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent at all.
Is this the base we were looking for, the base track?
It's shaking the building's foundation. The floor twists.
That's it. I'm muting it.
I don't really know what this is. Don't panic.
Beautiful car! Beautiful life!
Shit! It doesn't stop. A seal? Have you?
Yes, I've turned it off.
She yells, holding the contact mic in her hand.
Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
It's in the desk.
And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What was that? I never heard anything like that. And I've heard a pale latitude compressor, this is true.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically...
She shakes her head.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
Her voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the exposure.
You're gonna write this guy?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
What happens now?
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive.
Form a theory on two. Okay, we can form a theory. Excuse me. Heard of the Doom commercial area. Investigated the area. Hail unknown. Ooh. This is logic, which we have a decent amount of logic. But obviously the -10 is not terrific. I guess we need to learn more about the Pale.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on
Looks
a
like I
single
can't get
pane
this
of glass.
figurine.
Why?
Stained
That
glass
does
window?
seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else?
Is the task still
I
on?
don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already. Only a strange little sadness remains. The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression.
This is Dolores Day.
Yes. I wasn't sure before, but this must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez. It's called the Small Pinewood Church in some records.
You knew of this place.
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Ravachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
Ooh, what else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Setsa, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. We have already found the instigator. I'm not sure what else we could want from here.
He looks around.
A pang of guilt. The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Why was it abandoned?
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces.
Who conducted the raid?
Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
Who conducted the raid?
Well,
how come the lieutenant...
You're not sure?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I don't remember being here.
I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should figure out what I was doing.
Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Good morning, comrade! Yeah! Harder car!
That was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore.
His voice booms through the chamber, then gets silent.
Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
What if this is the answer to Van Eyck's jam? Use that sound for the bass. I made that joke, but this is maybe what we have to do.
Oh! Oh! But how?
What about the compressor? The one with the spiky hair was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing.
Okay. Interfacing. 42, okay. We need to talk to Andre now.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
Didn't know if we could get some more points for that. 42. That's the best one we've had in a while here.
Harder car!
Bzz, 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 goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't
7
grasp
as well.
what's missing, but you can try to make something up anyway. The young man bobs his head to the music, much as before.
Okay. Dang. Alright. I'm gonna have to call it here. Gotta get to bed. A little bit of a shorter stream today. I got a little bit of a late start. And yeah, just a little wiped out from the week, frankly. We will be back again on Sunday for Spin Sunday, as per usual. We should have some new games going on there, which should be great.